Happy new month, guys. Welcome to the month of February, the month of possibilities and the month of love. Let's just dive into some of the topic for discourse today. Still on the Christian genocide, I'm going to play you a series of videos just to apprise us of some of the difficult situations when our Christian brothers and sisters are going through in Middle Belt and the northern parts of Nigeria. It's been a terrible time for them over there. The death, the pain, the deprivation of livelihood, just a lot when they happen for those guys, man. It's terrible. So I'm just going to play you some videos, and from there we'll continue. We'll talk more on the genocide. So also we'll look at the situation in Abuja. WIKE was caught using the back door to exit the ministry, and civil servants were chasing after him, and the reasons for that was they've worked and the ministry says they have no money to pay this civil servant who have given their all and waiting for the small akpache when they're supposed to give that at the end of the month. So WIKE came out and gave details on that issue. So we'll play the video and then we'll talk about it. So also the tax reform, it has been proven beyond all reasonable doubt that the tax reform is a fraud. The tax reform is a fraud. Taiwo Yedili knows about it, and the senators are crying out now. I'll play a video on an interview on Arise TV, or a senator giving his account about the tax reform. Okay, then we're going to end today's episode on the visit to Turkey by Tinubu. I talked about this in our previous episode, but I want to dwell on it from a different point. Now, that point will be, as a result of the video I came across, and international media gave accounts of the complicity of the Turkey in regards to arms deal. Say the Turkey government, they provide ammunition for bandits in the northern part of Nigeria. Okay, now that will be all we'll talk about on today's episode. Welcome to the Testament Podcast.
The case of the 177 people that are kidnapped in Kaduna. For me, I think we are losing our country. Do you know why? Why? By today, the local government chairman that made a role in the first denial of the case, by today, people should be asking him questions. For good measure, I do not see why he can't be invited by the authorities to be able to ask questions. What do they know? Because
they gather all the people, both the two churches, and then carry them away.
When I am dead, some of them was free, some of them was fed, some of them not me, was able to see that long as we live inside of our country where no one is safe, no one is safe, we only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the dates to lose, it comes for all. If you must go, inevitably, then let it be, let it be said. When I am dead, some of them was free, some of them was fed, some of them not me. Was able to see the inside of a country where no one is safe. Being safe, we only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the dates to lose. It comes for all. If we must go, then at least when we fall. Instead of be sleep, let it be hate, let it degrade, let it be deep. Some others should weep, some others should keep. the memory of the way that I died. Maybe.
Okay, like we always do, support us the best way you can. Do everything possible to support us by commenting, comment, like, share. Please do everything possible to make this community grow. Okay, now I'm going to play an audio recording of Isa Pantami. That will talk about Isa Pantami, Shekai Isa Pantami, giving an extreme view on so many years ago, and we will just talk about it. So listen to Isa Pantami.
Mu shiga mota ko da kafa mu kai su walwashin dan mana mu je garin lantan mu bi garin lantan din mana me ake tsoro ne me muke targaba ne a duniya ne ba mutuwa bace malaman mu wallahi dole su dubi akan wannan al'amari kwamiti da ake ba zai mana maganin abin ba a kawo taimako an ba wa 'yan gudun hijira miliyan 5-10 wannan kaskanci ne mu haɗu a garin mana a shiga mota inda kafa ne daga nan zuwa lantan wallahi za mu je da kafa menene abin da muke yi ne in ba za su yi ba malaman da ke karantar da mu ba ma so mu ketare iyakar su ne muna respecting din su ne muna jiran su ne in ba su da lokaci wallahi tallahi na amince zan zama komanda wallahi tallahi a ba da iko wallahi zan jagoranci tafiyar.
Okay, now let me give you a quick dive on Shekai Isa Pantami, born 20th October 1972, a former lecturer in information technology, ATBU, Bauchi, University of Bauchi, served as head of technical writing at Islamic University of Medina, Saudi Arabia. Then from 2016 to 2019, he was Director General of the Director General of the National Information Technology Development Agency, NTDA, and also served as Chief Digital Officer of the Federation under Mohammed Buhari. This is just a little bio about Isa Pantami. Now, that audio recording I just played, I had to pass it through an AI to confirm if it was really him, authenticated that he is the owner of that audio recording. But that audio recording was an old one, that it happened between 2004 and 2006. But I just want us to understand states we are right now in Nigeria, not be today's start, that there were individuals in the north who planted seeds, who indoctrinated and nurtured the ideology into the hearts of young northerners. Now there are people who are holding political position, and not just political position, because Isa Pantami was a lecturer. And if you listen to the audio recording, it'd be like say they for a gathering. You know, they like a discussion between two people. It was a discussion like addressing the crowd. Now imagine someone won't get this kind of belief system, when his belief system is structured this way. This is an extremist view. They ignite this kind of ideology for the hearts of young people. I'm also going to play you a video of an interview done. I cannot authentify the time and place of this recording, but a Boko Haram that gave his account and said that he began killing at the age of 10. Watch.
So, as a Boko Haram, how many people did you kill, you think? Do not answer.
This man say he killed like 100 people.
100 people? Yeah. What was your age when you started?
10 years.
10 years?
The elders, they give instruction to kill.
So this guy, he killed more than 100 people.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is one of the reasons why I am against Amajiru system of education, because they don't really teach them what they need to teach them. The Amajiru system of education is a system of education that promotes indoctrination. The indoctrination that took place in 2004 and 2006. These young ones, when they tell this information, they sell this ideology that they should fight anybody when not be their religion. They should see everybody as an enemy, that anyone around you is an enemy. So whatever thing you do, anyhow you kill them, you're killing them, you're fighting an holy war. And if we really want to find a lasting solution to this insecurity, all these religious leaders, especially in the north, I came to understand, because I didn't know before now, that Shekai was a religious title. I thought Shekai was a name. I never even knew, I never paid attention to understanding that Shekai was a religious title. A religious title, man, when they teach, The title Shekai, I think, should be compared to that of a general overseer, one who controls a large denomination. Just imagine the number of youths when this man don't say this extremist view, and imagine the number of them when don't believe, don't ride on this ideology. You see the problem, the foundation of this old bohaha when they happen around. Say, if we need to find a lasting solution, we need to dig and uproot it from the root. It has to be from the root. It has to be from the root. All of these actions, this display of terrorism, now seed when somebody plants some years ago. And we can see them that these people are also bandit sympathizers. The one who carried the bandit interest on their head. No, don't do this. No, you have to do this. No, you have to act like this. No, you don't need to do this. They are our brothers. The reasons why they are doing this is because these things happen to them. So the root cause, we need to deal with the root cause. Those elements when did for the government, those sympathizers, those ones when they call for the interest of the bandit, those when they governments when they don't see pure evidence. Imagine the number of politicians that be tied to having direct communication with bandit leaders. Bandit leaders go government house. Bandit leaders go all meeting with local government chairman. They go take pictures. They go send them money, and there are informations now that every month 100 billion they leave the federal account to nobody. Don't know where the 100 billion they go to. But from everything happening around you, you can agree that 100 billion probably in the money where they pay bandits as their monthly settlement. Imagine the place we don't get to because of insecurity. And also, I remember I said something in our previous episode. I made mention of that one of the things the bandit leaders and the bandit ambassador have pushed for some time now is if Nigeria need to sign any defense agreement, it has to be with Turkey. I'm going to talk more about that later. Okay, I just want us to see some of the reasons why this insecurity, if it is not handled properly, will just run around the circle. No solution to anything. It could just expand, it grow like fire in a Harmattan season. And at that point, and all of us need to begin to come to order. Because if we don't really handle the situation right now, just imagine how it will be when our kids go become adults. How Nigeria go be if Nigeria still move in this same path. Just imagine that situation. That is it. That is more reason why we need to start doing what is right. We need to start working in our own small circle to cut a lot of SSCs and try calling people out for their acts and their actions, not based on sentiment, not politics. Not because you are affiliated to this party. When some members they mess up, you don't feel call them out. We need to kill all those things down. All those tribalism and religious sentiments won't deprive ourselves of the truth. We need to push them aside, or else the kind of problem and situation when we go keep for our children to come ride when they're there as adults go be a problem when we say they're going to cause us, say we not do well. Let me quickly go to the scenario with Isa WIKE, the FCT minister. First of all, watch reasons he gave for civil servant not being paid their salary. Watch.
Nobody can just bring out the whole money and pay allowances and wages. How will we buy these vehicles? How will we construct the roads? How will we rehabilitate the schools? And this were in GSA, and it was difficult for us to access funds. What was happening was just approvals. Mind of computers, the whole money will finish. And yet you say, when this minister was there, he couldn't do anything. How would he do something? He will go and print money. What is not performance? So if we have 30 billion, and then we move 2 billion naira to augment for salary, and then it's okay, to remove another 12 billion naira for infrastructure. And then the remaining one, you have to run the moment you see 5 billion naira in the account, you remember that something that was not paid in 2015, it is not that they will pay it. That's not the way. That is not the way it's supposed to be. So I appeal to you that the future of this country is on all of us.
at this point in time, I don't know whether WIKE na content creator like it like to trend on issues when not supposed to be issues. I did not foresee this thing when they happen for FCT for Abuja, because I believe the WIKE now somebody when even in as much as say he has stain in terms of corruption and every other things. WIKE now somebody when they like one set standard for himself. You know, they like fully hand things. So I don't know why suddenly he just decided to create pain for the civil servant. I think I came across I didn't read it in detail, just a flash, I think a news flash that said 70% of water coming for Wada Suleja Dam goes directly to WIKE's son's farm. You see the kind of things when they strive during totalitarianism, that they don't care what they do. They know you are always just going to shout, and if you too shout, if you too cry, come out, they go arrest you, and at the end of the day, now you go lose. And they go call people out. See what happened. Look at the videos online. Counter protest. WIKE is very good with this. This one of WIKE pattern. Once you don't do something and people don't come protest, you go also go pay some individuals who don't know themselves for that same ministry. May they go do counter protest. Look at paid individuals hired to go and protest against people when they fight for their salary. It take home pay when of it take them home. This small thing when the civil servant they get at the end of the month, 9 WIKE that deprive them for. You drink the best of drinks. You have money to build luxury lifestyles for your friends and families. You dey buy lands up and down. Not be say they buy land, say they pay for land. You dey dash lands up and down for Abuja. Therefore, minister, as Abuja, your eyes and your atrocities you dey display am for Rivers State. That the Rivers State people have been deprived because of your greed and your tie to godfatherism when not let you one live for waste. You dey cause the Rivers State problem. You don't talk am before. Say you go give hell to Rivers State. And you don't want to come out. You know what come out. What is the rally in Rivers State all about? The rally when WIKE want go do for Rivers State. What is it all about? Why would you leave your position as the minister of FCT when you have issues in FCT? Street light not the work for Abuja. Street light not the work for Abuja. See the insecurity in FCT. See the unpaid people in FCT, and still you go do for Rivers State because you don't really care about the people. The people interest are not really our politician interest. That is just the truth. And this politics when Nigerians they come play, this identity politics when suddenly our head don't day, that in the midst of us, we will see people who are ready to sell their birthright for crumbs. When it be say the entirety of everything when these people do, this small community of friends and well-wishers they enjoy are things you own directly. But we don't allow our selfishness to engross our mentality. We're not going to reason well again. So we are only particular about just our immediate needs. Now just our immediate needs now we just care about. Not even something that will give us sustainability. Just what we get at that time. At that point in time. It's terrible what WIKE is doing in Abuja. It's really terrible. You form my hand many times, man. I thought we were just the few. When get the interest of the people, just see your scorecard for Rivers State. I just say this man could like to want to do things when the people feel they say they try. But you become something else. You become a monster. A monster when you don't break loose that nobody feel control anymore. Everybody must feel your terror. You don't become a dragon, and anybody when you see you must hide. Because now you come with consuming fire. But the funny thing that you people don't understand is this power when they grab your hand like this when they grab your hand like this for, you get time when you only enjoy them. Now just few time you get to enjoy them. On the tax reform, a very funny thing on the tax reform. First of all, watch the video on Senator Ndume revelation on Arise TV. Watch.
You will agree with me that even what do you call that guy? The chairman of the Presidential Committee on Tax Reform, Onyewole, admitted that there are, differentials, two versions or at least two versions of the tax law, and that if something has to be done, it has to be the National Assembly.
Right. So how come Godzilla Babio is saying it's not, there's no discrepancy?
That is his opinion. That is his opinion. And as for me, I did a lot of research on it. And the House of Rep member raised that matter, and they didn't deny it. And the House of Rep is still investigating those discrepancies. So I went in to do, and there are discrepancies. My problem is not whether there are discrepancies or not. I'm worried about doing things behind closed doors. This is government of the people, for the people, and by the people.
Taiwo Oyedele and the federal government should be arrested. It should be arrested. If not a sane country, if not a country of people when get common sense, if not a country of people when know themselves, such individuals, somebody like Taiwo Oyedele, they're supposed to arrest them. If not a sane country. But a country like Nigeria, nothing will be done about it. This is not just revelation when after a particular time it will be swept under the carpet. Nobody's going to do anything about it. Nobody's going to hold anybody accountable. It's just a revelation when it's going to waste. But see the situation. At the end of the day, who suffer it? The Nigerians. The everyday Nigerians suffer from policies, directions, the intentions of our leaders, just because they want to retain that power and stay in that position despite their health. No, they allowed them. They want to stay for that position forever. So they will do everything possible to protect themselves, everything possible to make them stay and retain that power. Even if it's going to take blood, they don't really care. Like, why after this revelation nothing is done by the legislative arm? Why after this revelation nothing is done in the judiciary? The judiciary don't know what to do. The judiciary was supposed to be the last call of the people. And the judiciary now, if they send Yaya Bello, say, you are free, man. You can travel outside Nigeria, you're free. And I told you that in 2027, it's not going to be a shocker to me. It might be a shocker to you. But Yaya Bello will contest for senator. This is the small, they push on. Small, everybody go accept him. Small, me and you go accept him. People in a state we accept him, they will cry, they will shout, they will scream, they will say, he's the best. He is the best we've ever seen. You they see in front of you. Now this man, they kill you, they take him to the pit. You they see him. But your greed no fear allow you. Our greed no fear allow us. A different tax reform and nothing is done about it. A different tax reform, Nigerians not they protest about it. Tax reform when go kill us more, Nigerians don't do anything about it. We don't see at the speed when they implement it, Nigerians don't do anything about it. Every day they debate your account, Nigerians don't do anything about it. Nigeria and French sign an MOU that allows the French to get every data, every information about you. Nigerians know they do anything about it. When Nigerians won't do anything about it, that is the question. When will Nigeria realize that all of these things happening to you, you're not just the only person that's going to suffer for it. Your generation and generation yet unborn, our generation, I go suffer if we decide to keep deceiving ourselves and play identity politics, play tribalism, allow those people to use our heads and clash us together, and we fight among ourselves. No, you be Igbo, you are not my brother. You be Yoruba, you are not my brother. You will be Hausa, you are not my brother. We don't forget, say, this is what they want. They want us to always fight among ourselves, because when we fight among ourselves, we lose track of what matters, and they keep on amounting word for themselves. Not be David Umaya said he is not the most powerful in Ebonyi State, because that is all they clamor for. Power, money. Suddenly, you can come out and voice out that now I'm the most powerful in my state. I'm so much powerful than our Lord. Are you more powerful than Jesus Christ suddenly? Those when they ride on the horses of pride, now they fall. You don't allow power to intoxicate you, and you've lost focus of what matters, because the people interest not be your interest. You don't care. You're not to build hotels around town. The tax reform is a cage, and Nigerians don't fall into that cage, and we never realize say we're inside that cage. Okay, I'm going to end today on the MOUs that Nigeria signed with Turkey. We see so many displays during the visit of our president to Turkey, and so many things on that meeting that we can relate and start drawing different and facts from inside, but that will be time consuming. Now watch this international media that gave accounts about the relationship. I think is based on fact. The arms deal between the Turkey government and the Boko Haram's watch.
An Egyptian television news program says that Turkey is clearly a terrorist state with a broad reach. It reports that Turkey is supplying weapons to the terrorist group Boko Haram in Nigeria. 10 TV host Nashat Al-Delhi reported on a leak confirming an intercepted phone call from a few years back confirming the action. He reported in part, today's leak confirms without a doubt that Erdogan, his state, his government, and his party are transferring weapons from Turkey to, this is a shock, to where you may ask, to Nigeria. And to whom? To the Boko Haram organization.
So, one thing I like about the social media is how fast we are able to get information. But I also know the social media is also very fast in dishing out disinformation. That the amount of misinformation, disinformation, and malinformation in the social media space is 99. Like if one compare on to things were really de factual, that is based on facts, you see 90 small pass. But one thing about it is, no matter how every disinformation or misinformation or malinformation is, it is built out from fact. It's very obvious, and it's not something that anybody do not know because of how information moves around. That Sheikh Gumi once said that if they want to resolve these issues with bandits and allow them to free us from the pain and the suffering, can't fly with this one, free us from the situation when they go through, we have to sign. And you will see that over time, the structure in the middle belt and the structure in the north is to sign, deal with bandits. That is what they want to do. And from information also, it seems also that Ebola, I said the 100 billion when they leave the federal accounts, when nobody don't give accounts to, when nobody don't trace, they go into the accounts of bandit sympathizers to take appease the bandits, may they not carry out their evil intention. I think there's every chance for us to build up that kind of analogy. Because if you go look at now, one of the things the bandits want to achieve is that there should not be a defense alignment between Nigeria and the West. That if there's going to be any defense agreement between Nigeria and any other country, should be with Turkey. And now we don't see a defense MOU signed between Nigeria and Turkey. And the rate at which the president take the decision, I don't know when he took that decision, but if you look the time when he came back from Europe, came back from France, just like a day or two, it left. That was that same period. The 177 people were kidnapped in Kaduna. As that incident just happened, you just moved to Turkey. What is really happening in Nigeria? There's one thing I've always said that I'm going to conclude on. Is it is not that we are fighting a war that Nigerians, if we stand and unite together, will not feel achievable. Because this war and this pain and this chaos created when they kill Nigerians daily, that there are more than 100 Nigerians where they die as a result of internal terrorism, and there are more than 10 to 15,000 Nigerians displaced daily because of this insecurity. Not that these people, when they create all this chaos, many, they are just few individuals. It's just that they are well placed. So their position where they use until they oppress us. That if we unite together based on our ideology, we forego everything when they divide us, because they've always capitalized on dividing us. The main aim is division. Watch what just happened in Abuja. People, they protest for their salary, not free money. They've worked, they've not been paid. Now they are protesting for everybody to know the situation they are going through. Then there's a counter protest. What are they trying to achieve with the counter protest? Okay, people, when they protest, what are they protesting for? That these people protesting for not be paid should not protest for not be paid. Like, what the hell? What the hell? See, the situation in Nigeria, we have a very short time to begin to realize that this time one day for Nigeria. We need prayers. We need God guidance. We need God leading. But at the same time, we need to be very active. We really need to be very active. We don't need to be passive in our expression. We should not be passive in our action. We should be active. Jesus Christ gave a parable of 10 lambs. What happened? It's just one is 5 years active. You have to be at alert. You have to be aware. You have to be. Your eyes need to open. You need to see things clearly. Everybody needs to see things clearly. Not from the point of politicizing everything. Not the point of religion. Not the point of tribalism. This one are my people, and my people. I must divide. We must divide. We must fight. We must do this. We must do this. We have to be reasonable. I know that this country is better. It's blessed if we are together. It's better. It's blessed if we are together. And we should not allow the decisions of few to determine what Nigeria will become. Let's become aware of our surroundings. Let's become aware of things when they happen around, and when we begin to be active. We got to be active. This is the second month of the year. Everybody got to be active, man. Man got to be active in every area. So now we need to take the right decisions, because that's what matters. Taking the right decisions will begin to change a lot of things in the system. But number one, it has to start in our small circle, then go expand like that, then go into the society, then go to expand. When changes already take place, you just see small, gradually. We will take the right decisions, not because of our interests, but how it's going to affect everyone around us. You see, anytime I talk about this thing, my mind always go around with a very simple commandment that if everyone decide to obey, everything will just be all right. You see, love your neighbor as yourself. Peace out.
Yeah, instead of be them, let it be me. Since I will die inevitably, then let it be that it be said when I am dead. Some other was free, some other was fed, some other not me was able to see that long as we live inside of a country where no one is safe, no one is safe. We only evade, try to escape the imminent doom, but closer the date looms. It comes for all. If we must go, then at least when we fall,